They've been battling in the trench weekly, sometimes daily, actually posting videos of horses that are still suffering, that are limping, that are abused, that are going through traffic lights, going the wrong way down streets, that are broken loose, running wild in the park or on our streets. But I can't believe that we're here a year and a half later, and certainly nothing's really moved in the council. That's very frustrating for me because we've been fighting every week on this, and we got one additional co-sponsor in over a year now. That's disgraceful. What I'm really upset at is that council members who promised to sign on to the bill, promised the animal rights people, and signed questionnaires, and promised years ago to sign on to the bill, and they haven't. Why? So our horses are continue to suffer daily. The point of, just imagine a horse's life, and that's why we're here. That's why we care. I'm not looking at special interests. I'm not doing it to get votes. I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. And guess what? I always do the right thing, and that's why I don't have an opponent. Why? Because I do the right thing. Constituent service. You do the right thing in your office, you're good to your constituents, and you're true to your word, which doesn't happen very often there, unfortunately. But you're true to your word. That means you stand for something. I'm not doing it, again, because of Nyclass or Peter or anybody else. I'm not doing this. My mom actually taught me to be kind to all living things, right? So when we see horses suffering every day, for what, folks? For a ride in the park. Does that make any sense? Tourists are doing this. And we have a union, TWU 100, that I can't imagine why they're representing management. You ever hear of a union representing management? I haven't. What's the drivers get? They're independent contractors, by the way. They're not members of the union. I've asked the TWU for a long time, give me a list, or at least show me how many members you have that are drivers. They won't do it. Why? Why? Because they don't have to? No, they don't have really members that are drivers. Only some of the owners are drivers do that. So my bill, Ryder's bill, would not only obviously save the horses, but the drivers now can have a carriage, electric carriage. And again, Josh Fox has promised to underwrite it. I mean, buy the carriages, the electric carriages, just as charming. I mean, here's an example of the carriage that other cities have used around the world. It looks like a carriage, obviously spoke wheels, it looks great. It would allow the drivers to make more money and have health care, get a prevailing wage. These drivers, I guess the drivers that have the horse carriages are working on tips. That's working for tips. That's how they're working.